Hey guys, hey listen, I got some good news and I got some bad news. Let's talk about the good news first. You know, when you watch my videos on YouTube, you get hit with advertising, you'll get a commercial, you'll get a pop-up, you'll get a banner at the bottom of the screen. Well, the good news is all that's going to disappear. YouTube says they're not going to advertise on gun channels anymore. So now you don't have to watch those silly commercials. But now the bad news. Those commercials or that advertising generates revenue. And I would get a portion of that revenue, and YouTube would get a portion of it. And that money would allow me to make my videos. But now that money's gone, so it's going to be very difficult for me to make my videos. And that's why I'm here. I'm going to ask you guys to help me out. But I'll get into that in just a second. You know, when I make my videos, when you sit there and watch an 8-minute video of mine, I've got 4 to 5 hours invested in that video, time-wise. I've also got a lot of money invested. Guns, ammunition, targets, shooting supplies, cameras, tripods, editing equipment. Very expensive to make those videos. So, what I've done, I've gone to a website called patreon.com. I've signed up, I've created a web page, and from there you guys can help me out by making a small donation every month. It's kind of like a GoFundMe page, I guess. So we're going to talk about that here in just a second, but if you guys could go to patreon.com and help me out, man, I would really appreciate it. Let me tell you what my goals are if this works out for me. Right now, I work full-time as a peace officer here in Nevada. So I can only make 2 or 3 videos a month, and that's when the weather's good. But what I want to do is I want to retire in the near future. And if this all works out for me, I can get into making my videos full-time. I'll be able to do 2 or 3 a month. I'm sorry, 2 or 3 a week instead of 2 or 3 a month. And on top of that, if this really works out for me, I can hire other people to assist me. Because right now, when I make a video, 95% of the time, I'm out here by myself. I got my camera set up on a tripod, so I'm very limited on what I can do in front of my camera. But if this works out, and I get the revenue coming in, first thing I'm going to do is hire a cameraman. And he's going to be able to follow me around while I shoot and do other things. It's really going to increase the quality of my videos, I believe. Second, I'm going to hire an assistant to help me edit my videos. I'd rather be out in the field shooting instead of back in the office working on my videos. And third, I need somebody to help me with the internet. You'll notice I don't have a link on this video to Patreon. It's because I don't know how to do it. I'm going to hire somebody that can help me with my links, help me get on Twitter, never been on Twitter before, help me with Facebook, and hopefully expand this whole mixup98 into something bigger and better. Once that happens, I'll have more videos, there'll be longer videos, they'll be more professional, and like I said, 2 or 3 a week. So hopefully you guys can help me out here. I would really appreciate it. So one last thing I want to cover, guys. My son and I, we just applied for an FFL. Once we get that, we can start making automatic weapons and we can sell them to law enforcement. We're also going to be able to design and make our own firearms, and we'll be able to make destructive devices, all legal. And once we get up and running, all that stuff is going to go on YouTube. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now granted, that might be a year or 2 down the road, but in the meantime, I want to continue with these videos I make now. So really want you guys to help me with that if you can. So with that said, you know, I live in rural Nevada. I'm very independent. Everything I've ever owned or ever will own, it's because I worked and paid for it. So it's difficult for me to stand up here and ask you guys for money. But if I don't do it, Mixup98 is probably just going to fade away. And you know, I love making these videos. I know you guys love watching them, so hopefully you can help me out. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling about this. I can't come out here and not do any shooting, so I'm going to grab a couple guns, put a few rounds down range, and help me out if you can. Thanks again, guys, and hopefully we'll see you next time.